Hey guys, my webcam is acting really weird and it won't record a normal video without it being all blurry. So I'm using my really old handheld digital camera that I used to make all my old videos on many years back. So anyways, yeah, there's just junk all around, just ignore it. So I have so many videos and blog posts I want to do, but I don't have enough time. And I only have time right now because my kids are at the playground with their dad. So anyways, I guess in this video I kind of want to talk about well, obviously I'm in a sort of, altered state. Yes, you can call it mania if you want to. I don't know. I hate calling it that anymore because I find that it's not completely accurate, because people think of mania as being like, oh, excited and happy, and I mean, it involves that, but it involves like a lot of other stuff too. So I guess whatever, you can call this mania, you can call it elevated or altered or whatever. It doesn't really matter. It's talking about shifting moods and the stuff that goes along with it, because again, it's not just mood. It involves, sensation and perception and your memory and like cognitive type things. And so I guess that's kind of what I want to talk about, but instead of making this really long, I'm just going to talk about one thing right here, which is I guess you could say distraction, which in the past I still kind of refer to it this way as multitasking. Because it's really funny. I'm always like this normally, as far as like my brain doing multiple things at one time. I can literally be doing like 5 things kind of simultaneously in my mind while I'm doing stuff. I don't know. I'm not like a one-track mind person that I can only be focused on one thing. And I remember making a blog post about this many years ago on MySpace, when MySpace was like the thing, like 10 years ago or whatever. And I had talked about multitasking, how I'm always doing multiple things or thinking multiple things at the same time. And so like I say, that's just me normally when I'm functioning on a stable, whatever, level. And so when it gets to be like I am now, like lately, it gets really bad. Bad as far as like, I find I can't complete things because I'm trying to do too many things at once and I get distracted by the next thing. And so, just on a day-to-day level, like for example today, I woke up, I started cleaning the dishes. Well, then I get distracted by, okay, now I'm like filling the dishwasher, right? Well, then I see, okay, the floor is dirty. So then I close up the dishwasher and start sweeping up the floor, but like the dishes haven't even all been put away yet or washed or anything. And so then I'm like, well, this rug needs to go in the laundry, so I throw the rug in the laundry and I take the clothes out and put them in the dryer, and then I kind of forget about the clothes that are sitting there that need to be folded, because I walk off to the bathroom just to go pee or something, and then I look in the mirror, I'm like, oh, I need to brush my hair, and then I'm like, oh, well, I think I'll just mess around like with my makeup for a while. So it's like it's like that all day long. It's like just flitting from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next. Or I get distracted when I go to do something. If I just walk into another room to get something, I'll forget immediately what I went there to get and start thinking about something else and doing it. So eventually, like an hour later, I might come back to those dishes and be like, oh man, I meant to start or finish what I started. And so then I'll fill up the dishwasher and everything, and then I just, I go see something else. So I'll get distracted by, a song on the radio or something, and then my mind goes off. So it's just kind of an interesting observation, I guess, is what it is. I don't really have much to say about it other than that. The observation of multiple things happening at one time, and sort of an inability to focus completely on one thing. And again, I'm like that normally. not to this degree, but I am like that normally. So it almost leads me to believe that sometimes when you're in an altered state, some of the stuff that happens might just be almost like an extension of your personality or extension of you as a person, because I think of it that way when people are drunk, because I think, people lose their inhibitions and they get a certain way, right? And they're like, oh darn, I did this thing, I either don't remember it or I acted in a way that I wouldn't normally. And when you become elevated and manic and stuff like that, it's almost the same in ways. Like, you do things without realizing it, and you become distracted by things, and don't remember certain things. But anyways, about, you know, drinking, like, some people, like me, like, I consider myself to be normally like a smiley, happy, laughing kind of person, and so when I get drunk, it's like over the top. And then there are people that are kind of like surly people, and when they drink, they tend to be really mean and nasty. So I don't think mania affects everybody in the same way. I think some of the symptoms and stuff is the same, but it's a little bit different depending on your personality and what your normal traits are, in a way, I think. Maybe not so much the symptoms, but like how they manifest themselves. But again, you know, I stopped to make this video. I was doing something else. And I got distracted because I was on the computer doing it, and I was thinking about videos, and so I came to make this video because I'm alone, and I don't like making videos with people and stuff around me because it's too much. I get pulled away and blah, 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 whatever, and I don't like talking really loud and having my kids come over and be like, "What are you doing, Mama?" It's just one of those things. It's easier to do when you're by yourself. So that's what I want to say in this video. I want to make another video, but I don't know if I have enough room on here, so we'll see.